All right, well, good morning. Well, before we really get into the video, I wanted to catch you guys up on the last couple weeks. I need to give a special shout out to my wife, Kim. I had a birthday 2 weeks ago, and she made my birthday weekend really special. I have to give a shout out to Shannon and Jess Campbell. My wife Kim surprised me with a trip to Arizona. We went and hung out with Shannon and Jess Campbell, and they made the birthday weekend an unforgettable weekend. I can't thank them enough for their hospitality. They're salt of the earth people. I had never met Shannon or Jess before, and they welcomed us, and we had a really good time. Found out that I had a lot in common with Shannon, and Jess is a sweetheart, and it really made the birthday special. So I want to really thank them. And if you guys don't know who Shannon Campbell is, he's a three-time King of the Hammers winner, or three-time king, and off-road Hall of Famer. He's an awesome fabricator, and all around just a really good guy. Like I said, both of them are salt of the earth kind of people. And if you don't follow Shannon, you should check out his YouTube channel. It's Shannon Campbell _Unleashed, and I'll put a link to his YouTube channel up here in the video. You got to check it out. But we had an awesome time. It was great, and like I said, it's a birthday weekend I won't soon forget. So big thanks to my wife for that, and it's going to be a hard one to top, babe. I'll have to think of something super special for your birthday next year. 2 weeks ago, last weekend, I went to the tubing store and picked up some more material for the next project, and I'll put a little video of that in here. And then I also went to Trent Roberts' place. He's an Ultra 4 racer, the guy I've been helping out at the local NorCal races, and I interviewed him. So if you haven't checked out that video, I put that out last, well, this video might be posted tomorrow or next week, so just check it out. It's on the channel. It's an interview with a racer, or Racer Spotlight. You can see it on YouTube there. We'll get back to this project. We are at the point where I got to start tearing this thing down so I can weld this thing out. And so I'm gonna get these shocks off. I've already taken that shock off. I got to take the front shocks off, and I need to organize this shop. It's a freaking disaster. I have stuff everywhere, all kinds of parts over there on the chassis table. Don't have a whole lot of space, but I got to work with what I got. So I've got to get everything organized here and figure out where I'm going to put all this stuff that I take off the chassis. I've got 5 tires and wheels I got to stack up somewhere. It's all good problems to have. I'm not complaining, but it makes things tricky. You work with what you got, right? So anyway, here we go. One thing about fabricating something like this is there is a lot of assembly and disassembly, and this is only the first time. After I get the chassis welded out, this initial time, I've got to add some more tubes and some more gussets. And the main reason why I'm taking it apart is because there are some tubes that I want to be in a better position to weld on the underside. Instead of doing overhead, I always try to put myself in the best position to weld stuff where gravity is helping me. Welding overhead is not my forte, and welding tube is particularly challenging because you have a 360-degree piece that you need to weld around the diameter. I think it's diameter, or is it a circumference? I don't know. But like I said, I'll be welding everything out that's in place right now, and then I've got to add some more bracing or lacing tubes on the front end, and then there will be another after I get this welded out, I'm gonna have to put everything back together and add those tubes, and then also planning on adding all the bump stop cans and putting the bump stops in place. I've got my sway bar should be here tomorrow, so that'll be good to have, so I can get things kind of fabricated and worked around that as well. All right, so before I take this last trailing arm out, I'm gonna make a gusset template that'll bridge this and have clearance for the trailing arm to pivot upward and tie into this tube. I want to do that before I take the trailing arm out, so I can go ahead and weld it in when while I've got everything apart. Pretty simple stuff here. Just use a hammer and some thinner cardboard, and that will make the template, or kind of make the impressions for what you need to cut out and give you your spacing, rather than measuring and marking it on the cardboard. So this right here is where I would like to take a page out of Shannon Campbell's book. He's got a small custom-made cherry picker, and he pulls his transmissions and his transfer case, or at least his transfer case, he pulls it out with the cherry picker. He pulls it out the side of the buggy, like right there where I'm standing, where that triangle is, where I'm reaching through. And I've got a regular size cherry picker, and it won't work for this, I don't think, just because of the way the legs are and the reach. But that's something I definitely would like to try to do. I'm thinking I can do it all in one piece. I'm not sure if the transmission bell housing will fit through that triangle. The next buggy I build, I will make sure that it does, because the way the belly pan is on this, there's no way to go out the bottom. So you either have to go out the front, the rear, or through the side. And I've seen other guys, they make a roof crane that attaches to the ceiling, to the underside of the roof of the buggy, and they've done it that way as well. I believe Levi Shirley, I've seen something on his Instagram how he does it. Here I had to do some sort of sketchy stuff and pull it out the back. I tried to do it. I thought maybe I'd be able to get it out the side, but obviously the way the crane is reaching in there, or the cherry picker is reaching in there, you can't do it that way. It's just too tall to pull through the side. So anyway, you get what I'm talking about. I would like to make a small little cherry picker. I'll see if I can find a screenshot, something I'm thinking about.
Well, I got the chassis all ready to flip over, and I ran out of gas on the forklift. Kim used the last of the gas in the lawnmower of the day, so I'm running up to the gas station to get more gas. All right, home sweet home. Let's see if we can get some work done. Make a little more progress this afternoon. This is my favorite time of year, April. Grass is green, flowers are blooming. It's not too hot yet. There she is.
Well, I thought I had a lot more time-lapse footage welding out the chassis, but I guess the camera wasn't rolling. But here I just turned it on its side, and I'm welding everything I have access to in this position, and then next I'll flip it over and turn it completely upside down and weld everything out that I have access to in that position, and then I'll just keep on going from there.
All right, well, it's been a day. I started welding this thing out. You saw that on the time lapse. A pile of parts everywhere. It's all good. Lots more welding to do, but can't do it all at once anyway. So anyway, thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.